Good morning. So we had very, very good friends over for 2 days. They visited this place, and this brilliant family, my oldest son and his family, they were here too. And remember in the old days, or maybe you have this now, you have a good friend, very good friend, right? Or friends, and you can talk about anything, right? There's no subject that you can't talk about. I don't think it's very common these days, you see. I think people are afraid to talk. Some are even afraid to think. Now, what do you think about this? I think it's crap. Who needs it? This is what you need. You need people around you where you can talk freely, of course. So it was very good and I enjoyed it so much. Now I have a message to you from the author of this book. This Irish guy, he's a viewer of this channel, brilliant guy. And he's got a message to you. I'm going to read it to you. This is what it is. Some really stupid people reviewing the book on Amazon didn't get it was a satire and gave it a bad review. Would you believe it? Yeah, I would. I believe it. Some people just don't get satire. They don't understand it. That's how it is. And he says this: if you enjoyed the book, please help out by giving a short review or even just a rating on Amazon. I would really appreciate it, he says. Right, so that's the message. Now, and you can get the book, of course. You can just click on the link below. There are 3 links. Click on one of them and you can get your own copy. It's not expensive. It's damn funny. All right? I also want to talk about a study that was published on the 26th of September in a medical journal called JAMA Pediatrics. It's not public access, so you can't see the report. It's for professionals only. But there's a doctor who's got access to it, a professional, and he wrote a comment about this study. So I'm going to read that comment, right? It's quite alarming. I'm not surprised about this. I'm pissed off about it. It's terrible. So this is what this doctor says about the study. His name is Dr. Bridle. At its core, this new peer-reviewed scientific publication provides clear proof of principle evidence that the stuff, well, that's my term. That's not a medical term. The stuff gets into the breast milk of lactating mothers. So that's what the study shows. And I'm sure you understand what this means. It says these experts, well, he's got different terms for this, these societies outright lied to you when they said that no components get into breast milk. So they lied. Big surprise. Well, they have been lying from the start. You know, I remember when this whole thing started, this madness, and I started to talk about it, there were quite a lot of people on my channel saying that I was stupid. They said, "You're stupid." They attacked me. And they said, these governments, these politicians, they need to do more, much more. They need to restrict our societies. You're stupid. This is very serious. That's what they said. You know, I don't hear from them now. It's totally silent. Totally silent. And there were also some YouTubers who said about the same thing. And I don't hear from them now. I don't think they want to talk about it. A decent man would admit that they were wrong. I would think so. I understand it's hard. That's what you would do. That's what you should do. Just tell people, I was wrong about this stuff. Just say it. I was reading some comments this morning, and brilliant comments as usual. And I just want to read these 2 comments to you. It's from a guy. He says, "My pure-blood friend and I agreed that some people at this point would rather die taking another cup of tea than admit they made a mistake." I think this is true. Well, at least there's some truth to it. Oh, this is about this lady that I talked about yesterday. This actress, Canadian actress, who got face paralysis and said she would do it again. It's about this. Here's the other comment. "It makes me proud to admit how I have been a gullible idiot most of my life. However, I am a pure-blood patriot prepper now, and hope I'm not as dumb as I used to be." What a great comment, isn't it? I love this comment. That's what I'm talking about. Admit that you were wrong about this thing, and then maybe you can change. No, you don't hear from these people, usually. They don't want to talk about it. I think there's a lot of people right now who are starting to suspect that they were wrong all this time. I understand, it's a terrible situation. It's very uncomfortable, isn't it? Just admit it. You were wrong. It's so stupid. The whole thing is so stupid. Just take any detail in this madness. It's just ludicrous. That's the word I was looking for. Just admit it. Yes, my grandchildren were here now for 2 days. I just love them. They are 3 and 8 years old. And I was looking at them and I was thinking, what will their future be like? I know. But and you get emotional about it, right? What will life be for them in 20, 25, 30 years? Well, I don't know. I just know that I will do whatever I can to make it as good as possible. And maybe one day they will be bragging about their grandfather. And they will say, yeah, my grandfather. Back in the 2020s, he was there fighting for this, fighting against this madness. And they will brag, and they will be proud. That's what I'm hoping for. All right. Be good.